Try returning your hands before bending your knees. Remember the recovery flow. Arms forward, close your hip, then bend your knees.
What is up, you sexy beasts? I am working on my rowing technique because Wattproof is running the world's very first rowing competition that is judged by AI. You heard that right. Artificial intelligence will judge your rowing technique over a 6-minute period. It's going to be a fun competition. The thing I love about this competition is it's not about how fit you are or how far or how fast you can row. It is all about rowing technique and consistency. How many clean strokes can you give over 6 minutes? So highly recommend you take part. The more people that sign up, the bigger the cash prize becomes. So from this Wednesday, the 22nd of September, you've got 2 weeks until the 6th of October to complete your 6-minute test. And I believe you can do it as many times as you want. So go ahead, grab the app, and then definitely get some AirPods or put some headphones in, connect them via Bluetooth, and that way you can hear the feedback from the app, from AI. You can hear the feedback on your own technique based on your stroke. So practice, and then you've got 2 weeks to get involved. Okay, it is giveaway time. We are going to give away the HWPO Legacy tee, the white one, plus the gold on black. That's going to be one prize number one, the top prize, and then we'll have a second prize, a constellation prize. Not constellation really, I mean this is legit. Happy But Hungry, Noah Olsen jumper. See this gash on my nose? This cute thing, this little thing. We're just wrestling and he just bit my nose, didn't you? Just latched on and then I pulled away and now I've got a nice big gash on my nose. Okay, so for this week's giveaway, instead of looking through the comments, we're going to go through the donations that were made to the Kiala Foundation. So if you watched my last video, I had a goal of raising $1,000, myself and the tribe together, and currently we're sitting at $935. So close, so we can get there. A few more donations, we can get there. So if you're out there, you're feeling generous, help me out, let's support these guys, and let's now go and scroll through the donations and find a winner. 23 donations, so pretty high chances here. What's that? 1 out of 23. Is that? What's that? Math. That's what that is. It's math. Anyway, your chances are high. Okay, here we go. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Who's it gonna be? Bang. My finger landed on Ryan Lair. Mr. Ryan Lair. Lair? Mr. Ryan Lair. If you're watching this, you have won, my man. So go ahead and DM me on Instagram and I'll get your address and I'll send you these two beauties, Hopefully I can find you because I can't comment on these donations, so hopefully you're watching this. For the Noah Olsen, Happy But Hungry. Here we go, back to the scroll. Let's go. Up and down, down and up, and select. We now have Megan Lewis. Miss Megan Lewis, so generous. $106 donated. Megan, get in touch and let's get this Happy But Hungry jumper to you. Guys, thank you so much. I just love when the tribe comes together and does something cool like this. I want to do more of this stuff, so we're going to take a break this week from the giveaways, but I do have some stuff that we'll give away in the next video, so make sure you come back. But right now, let's go to the studio. I've actually set up a new little look and feel in the garage, so we'll head in there now, have a chat about a new champion that will be crowned. Stay tuned if you want to watch me train after the chat. I've got some overhead squats and some squat snatches, but first, let's go have this chat. Let's talk about the Rogue Invitational. This will be the 4th year that it's running. The first 3 years on the men's side, we had Matt Fraser, won in 2019, Pat Vellner, 2020, and then Justin Medeiros in 2021. On the ladies side, we had Tia, and once again, Tia. Tia's won all 3 of the previous Rogue Invitationals, but this year, she is not on the list. So what the Rogue Invitational have done is they have invited the top 15 athletes on the men's and the ladies side from the CrossFit Games. So if you finish in the top 15, you got an invite to Rogue. On the men's side, all 15 athletes have accepted their invitations. And guess who came 16th at the CrossFit Games? Mr. Brent Fikowski. So that means we won't see Brent at Rogue, which is just weird. For him not to be in the top 15, just doesn't feel right. And then the other 5 athletes are made up out of the qualifiers on the online qualifier side of things. So on the ladies side, it's very different to on the men's side. On the men's side, we had all 15 athletes except on the ladies side, we have the top 2 female athletes from the CrossFit Games not competing, Tia-Clair Toomey and Mel O'Brien. We're also missing Brooke Wells, Hayley Adams, and Christy Eremo O'Connell. So 5 of the top 15 athletes on the ladies' side have not accepted the invitation. Now, the Rogue Invitational is the highest earning potential competition outside of the CrossFit Games. The winner gets $215,000. That's a lot of money. So if you are not going to accept your invitation to Rogue, I think there can only be 3 reasons. Reason number 1, you are retiring and therefore not competing. Reason number 2, the body's feeling a bit rough after the games, you're wanting to recover, maybe you have an injury. And Tia-Clair Toomey, actually in one of her most recent vlogs on her channel, talks about a back injury, a back issue that she struggled with leading up to the games, during the games, and now, trying to get that to mend. And the third reason is that you have a bigger goal, that your goal is to win the CrossFit Games, and you would sacrifice even an opportunity to earn and to be a part of a great event like Rogue. You would sacrifice that for the bigger goal, the bigger picture. Those are the 3 reasons. And I'm gonna say that for Tia-Clair Toomey, it's probably the second one. The body's feeling a bit rough, the injury, and wanting the body to recover. We obviously have the Down Under Championships here in Australia in Wollongong in November. And we do have Tia-Clair Toomey, Brooke Wells, and Ali Turner all competing there as a team. So that could be a reason why Tia and Brooke aren't there. Although Ali Turner, who is on that team with Tia and Brooke, is competing at the Rogue. She finished 18th at the Games. So because there's 5 ladies that have not accepted the invitations, they've been backfilling it with Games athletes and also with online qualifiers. So great opportunity for Ali to go and compete at Rogue. So again, my guess is that Tia is not competing because she wants her body to mend and that she wants to compete at the CrossFit Games again next year. Mel O'Brien, on the other hand, I don't believe there's any injuries as such. And for her, she's obviously not retiring. So I think for her, it's the third reason. It's the big picture. It's the ultimate goal of winning the CrossFit Games. And obviously being under Matt Fraser, I think the bigger picture goal takes priority over even an amazing competition, an amazing earning potential like Rogue. They are willing to sacrifice that so that she can get stuck into working towards winning the 2023 CrossFit Games. And for the other 3 ladies, Brooke Wells, Hayley Adams, and Christy Eremo O'Connell, who knows? Could be injury, could be bigger picture, could be family. It's hard to know, but I'm sure they have a good reason why they're giving up the opportunity to compete at Rogue. But let's have a quick look at the ladies field. There's still some very, very big names. And one that stands out to me is Annie Thorisdottir. Now, last year she came second at the Rogue Invitational. Obviously she went team at the Games this year. I am very curious to see how a year of training in a team, how that stacks up against the top ladies in the world at the moment. Not only is she another year older, she also spent a whole year training with the team and obviously spending a lot of time working on team dynamics, team type movements. No doubt they worked on their own individual weaknesses as well, but it's gonna be interesting to see with Tia not there, Annie coming second last year, and going team this year. It's just an interesting story. That's probably the main story that I'm going to be following, is how does Annie stack up against the rest of the field. Then you've got the youngster Emma Lawson in the field, and without Mel O'Brien or Hayley Adams in there, she's going to be representing that new up-and-coming cohort of youngsters. So that'll be a great story to follow as well. She's not the only young one. We've got Gabby McGowan in there. We've got Annika Greer in there. Who else? We've got Ali Turner, Alexis Raptis. So we've got some great athletes in the field still, obviously, and I actually think without Tia and Mel there, it actually makes the ladies' competition a lot more interesting. I am very, very excited to see Cara Saunders in the field, but then you've got Laura Horvath, Danielle Brandon, Ariel Lowen, Amanda Barnard. You've got great athletes in here. Danny Spiegel, and then one name that you might have heard on this channel before, maybe you don't know that name as well, is Bailey Rogers. She's a New Zealand, a Kiwi athlete. I think she narrowly missed out at Torian, maybe coming 5th or 6th, but she's always been right on the cusp of making it, and I'm so glad that she's qualified through the online qualifier. So look out for Bailey, and Bailey's a very strong athlete, a power output type of athlete, and as we know historically, Rogue is very much a strength biased or a power output biased competition, so it could be really good for athletes like Ali Turner, Cara Saunders, and Bailey Rogers, all from the Oceania region. On the men's side, the main story that I'm interested in is, can Roman Khrennikov or Ricky Garard, can they beat Justin Medeiros in a competition with a lot less events? Obviously, at the start of the CrossFit Games, Justin had a bit of not a slow start, but he wasn't leading. I believe Ricky was leading for the first 2 days. And so a competition with say 7 events, 6-7 events, it's a lot different to a 14-15 event weekend. So that'll be interesting. Obviously Pat Vallon's going to come back with a vengeance. My man Jay Hop, he's exciting. He's a power output athlete, so is Guy Malheiros. So yeah, there's just some awesome things to look out for at the Rogue Invitational this year. So I have a few questions for you. If Tia-Clair Toomey is not competing at the Rogue Invitational this year, who takes it out? Who's going to be the new champion? Can Ricky Garard or Roman Khrennikov, can they challenge Justin Medeiros, or will he be the first back-to-back champion at Rogue? Do you think it's going to be a veteran athlete like Annie Thorisdottir or Cara Saunders or Laura Horvath? Or is it going to be one of the youngsters like Emma Lawson or Gabby McGower? And lastly, what do you think the reasons are for the 5 ladies declining their invitation to the Rogue Invitational? Is it retirement? Is it injury? Is it just big picture? Obviously, it might be different reasons for each person. There's Tia, there's Mel, there's Brooke, there's Hayley, and there's Christy. Lots to discuss, so get involved down in the comments, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you enjoy the content. Go and download the Wattproof app and join me, get signed up for the rowing challenge starting on Wednesday. And then just stay sexy. Keep rowing, love, and I'll see you real soon. Mwah. He's honestly like a little shadow. He just follows me around and just comes and sits under my feet wherever I go. Kitchen, toilet, gym. If you do any form of squatting, this right here is the go. Knee sleeves over trackies. Oh, the compression, the warmth on the knees, it's unmatched. So today's session started with some overhead squats. I was supposed to start on 66 kgs there on the first set, but my incremental plates were down in the garage, so I was being lazy, and I was feeling really good today. So I started on 70 kgs, so that's my first set. I've always struggled with the old depth, something I'm still working on. Then went up to 80 kgs for 5, and that jump to 80 actually really started to hurt my wrist. Generally speaking, I would wear wrist wraps, but again, yeah, down at the garage, and I was just being lazy, so I thought I'll have a go without it, but you can see the pain phase right there. Getting depth, but it's not, you know, it's not very far past. Yeah, there you go. The old wristies are hurting. Fit aid, yes, I'm a fit aid addict. I am. Okay, here we go. Set of 4. I stuck with 80. Went 80 again for 4. And then just wait for it. Something happens at the end of the set, which is just not cool at all. Here we go. That's 3. One more. What's going on? Losing his balance. That's the 4th rep, and that's different.
Good boys. Good boys.
Chippy's definitely warming to Georgie. Starting to play a little bit, which is good. Okay, let's make this last one our best one. Just 2 reps at 90. Happy with the last set. I think it was probably my best set out of the lot. My top set at 90. My 100 max overhead squat is 120. So I've got a decent 100 max. But yeah, I struggle doing too many reps, to be honest. And look at this cutie. Boom.
Okay, snatches before the darkness comes.
And we've finished the day with a 10-minute EMOM of squat snatches, just 1 rep every minute. This was meant to be 77 kgs. I just scaled this down to 70. Yeah, fun little EMOM. Yeah, my depth is just horrendous on the squat snatch. I can get deeper on the overhead squat, but for some reason, when I go dynamic into the snatch, it's always at parallel or just above. Here we go, slow motion. Yeah, like not even breaking parallel, so really got to get those ankles sorted.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all your support. It's pretty much darkness here now, but we've got it done. So you stay sexy, keep roaring love, and we'll see you in the next one. You want to give him a kiss? Give him a kiss. Give him a smooch. Give him a smooch.